What the fuck is up, you guys? Before you ask about this shirt, I thrifted it the other day because I feel like she kind of looks like me. So I don't want any further questions on that matter. Today I'm a little nervous, heart's beating and shit, because I have quite a bit more subscribers than I did last time I filmed a video. Last time I filmed a video I had 500 subscribers. Today I have 1,000. I hit 1,000 last night while I was at work. I kept going to the toilet. Okay, if you're my boss and you're watching this, I'm making all this up. I kept going to the toilet and checking because when I started work I had like 980, so I'm like shit, and then I went in like right when I was at 999 and then I refreshed and it was 1,000 and I literally shit myself. So thank you for that. I wish I wasn't at work for it, but gotta get that money somehow, ladies. Am I right, ladies? I'm like really nervous because I actually got a lot of hate on my last video and like emotionally I'm not that okay, but it's okay. I might make a video reacting to the hate comments. I'm not sure because half of me is like, oh, just ignore it, like that's what they want attention, and then the other half of me is like, fuck those bitches, I should make a video roasting them. So comment down below like what you guys think I should do. Like, should I be morally correct? For today's video I wanted to do a video talking to you guys about my high school experience. I literally, something just went in my eye. I am 100% certain that I'm 100% certain that I had the worst high school experience that anyone on planet Earth has ever had. I have proof, so fuck off. Oh yeah, by the way, thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. I didn't even thank you. I'm a fucking asshole. Thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. I really fucking appreciate it. I said in one of my other videos like 1,000 was literally my goal, so please stop subscribing. I mean, subscribe if you want, but it's kind of freaking me out. Just so you know. I've genuinely been having a bit of anxiety about all the views and shit, because my last video literally has like 18,000 views now. That's a lot of people. I've also had like 2 people like message and be like, why are you coming up in my recommended? I didn't even know you had a YouTube channel. And I'm like, that's not me. Okay, so I have this personality where I'm like, haha, but also I have really bad anxiety. So the idea of that many people watching my videos and subscribing and shit freaks me the fuck out. And the fact that a lot of people are hating on me also freaks me out. But some of you guys have left such sweet comments and just, oh, my titties are so hard for you guys. Thank you. I actually really, really appreciate it if you go out of your way to comment something sweet. I know I was talking about the hate comments, but you know, let's not focus on the hate. Let's focus on the love. I really, really, really do appreciate you if you did comment something sweet. Not even just on that video, in general, if you've ever commented something sweet on my videos. It genuinely brings a smile on my face. Like, my phone background right now is one of the comments that I've gotten, and it's someone who commented that my videos make a bad day good. That makes me cry every time I read it. If you go out of your way to comment something sweet, you are so kind and I really appreciate it. I'm really glad that I could make you guys laugh. I don't know if you're laughing with me or at me, whichever one. I really appreciate it. Me and my girl. We appreciate it. But for today's video, yeah, like I said, I wanted to talk to you guys about my high school experience. I've been out of high school for like 4 years now. I went to a very strict, very Christian high school, and I'm probably going to title this something like my high school is a cult story time, and you're gonna be like, haha, clickbait, and I'm gonna be like, haha, it's not. If you can hear that, that's my fucking washing machine, and I don't know why it literally sounds like a velociraptor. Hey guys, I know that the washing machine's really loud, but I swear it stops in like the next 10 seconds. So my high school, when I say it's very religious, it was predominantly of a particular denomination of Christianity. So it wasn't necessarily just like a Christian school, it was one particular religion. It was a very strict and traditional sector of Christianity, and because the school was like this, the school was of this religion, however the religion was kind of the rules of the students as well, which sounds insane because it literally was. First of all, no swearing. Second of all, no dating. We weren't allowed to date at all because they believe in like courtship. So they believe in like, you don't really date, you just kind of get engaged and married, and then like you lose your virginity on your wedding night. Which, okay, listen, I respect everyone. If you want to save it for marriage, that's fine, but don't like teach me, like, you know, like don't have a school teach that, because not everyone's going to do that. So I'll get into it, but you know, spoiler alert, we didn't have sex ed. We literally didn't have sex ed. I didn't know what a condom was. The school was also super fucking strict with uniform. Skirts had to be like below the knee. Boys couldn't have beards. Girls couldn't wear makeup. Girls couldn't have their hair down. Literally after school detention if your hair's down. I literally got an after school detention because my hair was down. I literally sat in a room for an hour as a punishment because my hair was down. I literally got an after school detention because my hair was down. Also, our uniform included a blazer. During summer, even if it's like 40 degrees, you have to enter the school with a blazer on. We had morning assembly every single day without fail. Not really sure why we had to assemble that often. Not really sure. Didn't realize we were the Avengers. So yeah, every morning had to assemble, stand in our blazer, 40 degrees. We had to say a prayer every single morning. We had to say Our Father every single morning. And like I said, the school is predominantly of this religion, but I'm not of that religion, and quite a bit of students weren't of that religion, but we were expected to pray too. Which makes so much sense. Even if like you don't believe in God, like you're expected to pray. Like it's a rule. Our Father every single morning. We had to sing 2 hymns every single morning. My personal favorite was just like a bird when it found its home, your house I love. And during all of this, our teachers would be walking along each roll call line and looking at our uniform. Like the male teachers would be like staring at girls' knees, trying to see if their skirt is below the knee or not. In year 10, I think there was like this one day where a lot of girls came to school. Not a lot, like a bit of girls came to school with like their skirt above their knee. Not like here, like literally just above their knee. So the next day during assembly, they like inspected all our skirts, and every girl who looked like her skirt was above their knee had to go to a room, and they all had to bend down on their knees, and if their skirt was lifted off the ground, they got an after school detention. We had this compulsory class, which was like a religious studies class from like year 7 to year 12, and it was like of this particular religion. That class was compulsory and we had it like once a week. And basically we would just be taught about their religion. And like for most of high school, it was of that like particular religion we were learning about. So like we'd learn about like some, I don't know, we'd learn about like some prophets and shit. But then around year 11 and year 12, they incorporated other religions for this class. So they made it like compulsory that we learn about other religions. And I'm an open-minded bitch. And like considering I've been going to this high school since year 7 and all I've been learning about is like this one way of thinking, this one very like narrow worldview. I was like so excited because it seemed like the school like was finally like opening its mind a little bit. Like we had a new principal, he was a sick cunt, and so I was getting excited, I was getting hyped. I was like, haha, education. And then I come to the class and we learn about Judaism, and all we learned about Judaism was Jews are really rich because they're all connected. And they're like, oh, what's the Torah? You know, like, why do they wear those hats? My main question about Judaism was like, how does the hat like stay on the head? I didn't even learn that, you know, for fuck's sake. So yeah, that's basically a summary of my school. I need to tell you guys my favorite story from high school, and it's basically when I fainted at the church. Yeah, you heard that right. Of course I did. We had these compulsory whole school masses. I would take Holy Communion when we went to these whole school masses. So this was in like year 8, and it was at this church that was like a 5-minute walk from our school. It was 40 degrees that day. Keep in mind we had to wear blazers, and it was really stuffy in that church. And so we were walking to the church in like our blazers in the boiling heat for Jesus, and basically for the masses, half the church is the boys and then the half the church is the girls. And so I'm standing there with like my headscarf and shit, and I'm like ready to take Jesus' blood or whatever. And if you're gonna take Holy Communion, you can't eat or drink anything before, so not even water. So it's basically Ramadan. It's basically Ramadan for like a day, which I cannot do. Bitch, like, if you know me, you know I need to consume water or food every 2 hours. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm actually a toddler. I need to get like 8 hours of sleep. I need to drink a lot of water, and I need to eat a lot. It's about like half an hour into the service. I'm standing there in the boiling heat in my blazer, no water, haven't drank any water, haven't eaten anything. I'm kind of going strong, you know, I'm just like, Jesus, like I'm just out here like thinking about Jesus going to heaven and shit. And so I'm like, I'm doing it, I'm persevering for God. An hour passes, yeah, I'm not doing so well. Like they got the incense out and shit, and I'm there like, yeah, just like do it for God. Do it for Jesus. Another half an hour passes. Yeah, I'm just not even thinking about Jesus at this point. I take my blazer off and I'm feeling a little lightheaded. The second this blazer leaves my shoulders, our teacher fucking Naruto's up to me and she's like, why is your blazer off? And I'm like, oh, it's like so hot, miss, like I'm not feeling well, I haven't drank water or anything. And she's like, put it on. And she walks away. I was like, sick, love that. Girls who feel empathy. So I like put it on. And at this point I'm like considering going to the bathroom so I can drink a little bit of water, but I'm full like, oh, God's watching me, I'm gonna burn in hell. So I don't do that. So I wait for the teacher to leave, and then when she does, I take the blazer off again. 5 minutes pass, fucking Naruto comes out of nowhere and she's like, what'd I say about the blazer? And I'm like, look miss, like I genuinely don't feel well at all. She's like, you'll be fine, put it on. We had to stand this entire ceremony. I was like, I'm not feeling well, like at all. And I hadn't fainted before, so I didn't know that how I was feeling was the lead up to me literally passing out. Yeah, I was just like, I'm not doing well. We are not doing well, sweetie. And she was like, sweetie, I don't care. Put your blazer on. And she walked away. I was like, can I sit at least? She was like, nah. I was like, sick. So I put the blazer back on. And at this point, I turned to my friend next to me. And my friend goes, are you okay? Halfway through that sentence, I fainted. Like I fell on my ass apparently. Apparently my dress went up. I literally flashed at church. How me is that? You know, like that is so something I would do. Even like while unconscious. My undies were showing to the priest. All I remembered was passing out and looking at her face. Next thing I remember was I woke up at like where the doors were for the church in like the middle. And I'm laying there and I wake up and there's a few teachers talking to me and I turn around and there's a fucking year 12 playing with my foot. My unconscious foot. So that's all I remember. But apparently my eyes were open the whole time. From the moment I fainted to the moment I woke up, my eyes were open. It's like when I fainted, the teachers like rushed over to me and like I was like leaning on them and they were carrying me to the front of the church and my eyes were open. After I like kind of woke up to myself, a science teacher took me to the front of this. Of course a science teacher is the only one who literally knows what to do. A science teacher comes up to the front with me. He gets me this fucking massive bottle of water, really not sure where it came from. And he's like, you need to drink all of this. I was like, I cannot do that, sir. He was like, you're gonna have to. I sat there drinking this amount of fucking water. I drank every last drop, bitch. And then eventually everyone finished the mass and the principal came out and he was like, I'll drive you to the school. And he was super sweet. He drove me in his car. And when I got there, like the rest of the school finally came. Every single student came up to me and asked if I was okay. And I was just like, everyone just like form a line. Like, I will sign your autograph. Like, if you want a photo, just like stand on the left. If you want an autograph, stand on the right. And I'll be there with you guys as soon as I can. And then I came up to my teacher and I was like, so like, can I go home? You know, kind of just like passed out. And my teacher was like, no, like you can stay, like you'll be fine to continue the rest of your day. And I was like, I literally was unconscious. Like, what has to happen for me to be sent home early? And then on top of everything, someone made up a rumor that apparently right before I fainted, the priest said, let the devil come out. Literally, why would they say that at a fucking mass? And then on top of everything, it's finally the end of the day. I'm walking to my mum's car and I sit in the car and she seems like normal and I'm like, she like, this isn't my mum. I'm like, she definitely didn't hear about this. So I'm like, do you know what happened at school today? She was like, no. And I was like, I fainted. And she was like, what? And I was like, yeah, bitch. She told me that the school didn't call her. They didn't inform her. So literally what has to happen for you to call my mum? I was unconscious. And one of the rules at my school was you're not allowed to have a phone on you at all, turned on or turned off. So I couldn't tell her. So the school had to tell her and they didn't. And then because of all this, I started bringing my phone to school because I mean, I don't trust those bitches. So I always had my phone on me at school. And then one day, we're in class, we're in English class, this was year 9, bitch. This day, this enrages me every time I think about it. We're in English class and we're all writing something. Our teacher just asked us a few questions and like we had to write answers. It was like quiet and a phone goes off. Our teacher makes us all drop our pens. We're not allowed to finish continuing our work at school. He goes, everyone stop what you're doing. Whoever's phone just went off, I want you to come to the class and hand your phone in. A minute passes. 2 minutes pass. No one comes to the front and he goes, I'm not going to continue the lesson until whoever it was comes to the front. Eventually someone comes to the front. It's not the person whose phone went off, but it was just some sick guy and he gave in his iPhone. And the teacher goes, no, the phone that went off was a Samsung, this is an iPhone. I'm still gonna like keep your phone and get you in trouble, but you know, go back to sit down and whoever's phone it was, come to the front. So this savior just sacrificed himself for us. So another person comes to the front who has a Samsung. And he goes, nah, that's not the Samsung, who's like, this is a HTC. I don't even know. There's fucking, apparently he's Jake Peralta. So he goes, that's not that phone, whoever's phone it was, come to the front. So a few of us end up coming to the front. Like I came to the front, I didn't even have a Samsung, I had an iPhone, but we all just started coming to the front and giving our phones in so we could just fucking continue with the lesson. It's near the end of the lesson. I think the class actually finished and our class wasn't leaving, so the vice principal came in and he goes, what's going on here? And the teacher goes, all these students just gave their phones to the front, so all of them are going to have to be issued an after school detention. You know, I really understood how Julius Caesar felt. Everyone who gave their phones to the front, we all got after school detentions and we couldn't pick up our phone. Our parents had to pick up our phone. And when our parents picked up our phone, we had to be with them and we had to explain to the vice principal why we had our phone on us. And if the reason was good enough, we get our phone back. I'm there ready, bitch, because I had my phone on me because I fainted and they didn't call my mum. So when I went to pick up my phone, he was like, why do you have your phone on you? And I was like, I don't know, because maybe when I literally was unconscious, you didn't call my mum. And he goes silent for like 5 seconds. And he goes, it's still a rule you can't have your phone on you. Not good enough. And gave my phone back. If I ever see this bitch, like I said, we didn't have a sex ed class as well. And when I say that, I literally mean we had no sex ed class. In year 7, they put on a video for us explaining like boners and periods. So all we basically saw was like a cartoon where a fucking dick goes up. That was my sex ed. And then we had just like this one class where the whole grade was there and we had to like ask questions to our PE teacher like that we're embarrassed about, like relating to the body. Like she was like, you guys have a pass for today, you can ask me whatever you want, nothing's too gross, nothing's too disgusting. Obviously girls are gonna put up their hand and be like, I'm discharging a lot. If fucking Joseph and Matthew are in the class. And then we finally had in year 11 and 12 another one of these classes where girls and guys were separated this time. Like it was so funny. They made it on entirely different sections of the school. The guys were like entirely on that end of the school and the girls were on that end. Just like in case we like breathe the same air. In those classes for like 2 hours we could ask whatever we wanted and like ask all our embarrassing questions or dating questions and shit. They had priests run the boys lesson. Priest! You're not gonna ask a priest about your porn addiction. Also, we didn't learn about evolution. My evolution class in high school, our teacher came in the room and she goes, so on the syllabus today I have to teach you guys about evolution, but we all know it doesn't exist. Adam and Eve are the beginning of life. God created the earth in 7 days and the Bible is all you need to get your answers. So let's do a science experiment. I forgot to finish explaining the fucking phone story. So with the phone that went off in the classroom, all of us confessed whatever, it was none of us, but we all knew who it actually was. It was this fucking bitch that literally like came out of absolutely nowhere. She came in year 9 to our school. She had this British accent. She was at our school for like a week at this point and we all knew she had that type of phone. And so we were like, we know it's this bitch and we want to see if she'll confess. Cause she was just like this random British bitch and she would always just like stand on the table and sing Rolling in the Deep by Adele. And so like a week after everything happened, we came up to her and we were like, was it you whose phone went off? She's like, yeah, it was me. And then like a week after that, she just fucks off to Perth, you know? So yeah, hope you guys got some closure. Yeah, I think that's enough for now. I love you guys so much and you know, have a good day or whatever. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, only if you want to, no pressure. Bye from us here at Millie Pavlovich channel.